Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a midterm study vlog. So it is midterm season. I actually have already had all my midterms. I had 3 in 1 week, so I'm very relieved to be done with this. Let me just tell you, I was stressed, but we're going to talk about everything that I did to just like prepare. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another one of my videos, and let's just get straight on into the study vlog and everything that I did just to like prepare for those midterms. First thing I gotta do is put on my Spotify, put on my music. There was definitely a time in my life where I thought that I could study with like a TV show on, but that is actually very false, because anytime I tried to study with a like show on, I didn't really study. There were times where I didn't really have to do anything too serious in this video, and you'll watch me catching the Menendez brothers like show. First I watched Monsters. It's called Monsters, Lyle and Eric Menendez story or case or whatever, and then I actually watched the documentary, The Menendez Brothers. So I was really deep down in a rabbit hole, but that's besides the point. One of my biggest tips is whenever you're studying, do the same thing that you want to do when you are gonna do your test. So I started off actually studying with music or like with a show, and then later in the video you'll see me with like literally plain silence, and that's so hard for me. I've never been a person of silence. I talk about this all the time. Even if I'm in a situation where I'm in a room full of people and there's like this awkward silence, I'll always just like pop a question or a topic or something. I just cannot do silence. I do not know why. Silence is needed in life, but I've never been one to do that. But I do want to say, it has been so long since I've like actually physically talked to you, done a voiceover. If you've been here a while, I've missed you guys. I stopped uploading for a little bit just because my college life got so hectic. Like I had assignments, like multiple assignments every single day of my life, and I just didn't have like anything to upload because I was just so busy with school. So I'm so sorry for neglecting you. I did talk about it in like 2 other videos, but I didn't do a voiceover. I just did like closed captions. So yeah, but I'm super excited to be back. I'm really trying to upload more content and balance my life a little bit better. Make sure to let me know what content you want to see from me in the future as well. And if you're trying to just get motivated and study vlogs are your thing, trust me, I will post many more, because that is all I'm doing with my life, guys. And if you hate the sound of my voice, just mute the video and watch me studying, and then you can have like a little study buddy. But anyways, this method that I did was, so one of the classes you'll see me studying for the most is my art history class, which is kicking my behind. Let me tell you, I have always been like an A student, and this class I have a C in. Yeah, let that sink in. A C. When have I ever gotten a C in my life? Never. I've gotten B's and I've taken it, but like this class is just so hard that I had to change my study routine. So my school had like midterm study halls, so I started waking up early. So this day I woke up at 6 a.m. Usually I wake up at 5 to go to the gym, but this day I didn't go to the gym. So I just went to a midterm study little hall that they had, and I was studying for 3 hours, and I did this for 2 weeks. Yeah. This is me leaving my house and getting in my car, my cutesy little car. If you are wondering, my car's name is Usnavi, which is one of the characters from In the Heights. I love that movie. It's so good. But anyways, 62 degrees, and I got Dunkin' because I was like, this is liquid courage. I'm waking up early to go study. My fall drink from Dunkin', side note, is a French vanilla culotta. Actually, I don't think it's French vanilla. I just think it's vanilla bean culotta with 3 pumps of pumpkin. Order that. It is actually so good. I started doing that last year, and then now anytime I go to Dunkin' and order that, they're like, oh my gosh, you're back. The vanilla bean culotta with the pumpkin. Like, people actually remember that, and I just think it's so funny because the employees now know me because of that drink. So just a side note, if you want to try it, it's pretty good. I always get a large, and I've gotten mediums before, but I keep the same amount of pumpkin, 3 pumps of pumpkin or 3 pumpkin swirls, whatever they call it. So as I mentioned, this class has been kicking my booty. I don't even know, like I feel like I know the content. I really do like art and I like history, And both of those together, I was like, oh my gosh, this class is gonna be so fun. And I have just been struggling. Like, I started the year off, I had like a quiz, I got 100% on, like I didn't miss any question. And then after that, I began getting C's. And then I studied for the midterm, and I studied for 2 weeks, which you'll see here. And I was like, I'm so prepared for this, I got a C on it. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but when I figure it out, I'll do it. I'll tell you guys about it. But here's me just looking over my notes. I ended up tabbing every single lecture that he said the test was going to be over, and then I wrote down things like the main topics that he said to study. And he likes to do like to knows, so in each lecture he'll tell you these are the things that you need to know by the end, because they will be on tests, they will be on papers, whatever. So I wrote all of them down on a little like sheet of paper or like a memo pad, and I just crossed out every single one after I made a flashcard about it or I made notes about it. I used to make like a midterm study guide, but I feel like redoing my notes is just too easy for my brain. Like, it's just easy to like copy paste, like just mindlessly do it. The whole point of me doing this is for me to remember all the information, and there's definitely information that I have forgotten over the course of time. So I started doing index cards again. I am an index card girl. I love it so much. I know you can do this online, but I don't think you get the same like exposure or same grasp from the like information you're trying to learn as an index card. I just think index cards are superior. I love them so much, and I stock up on them every single school year. So literally I get like 3 or 4. And then I didn't tell you, I didn't realize that I bought so many index cards to the point where I have like a surplus of them. So I use them for literally every single exam now, because I'm trying to like get rid of them. So what I do is either I put a key term or I put a question, and then I put the answer on the back, and then I just kind of go through them, study them. Eventually I realized that I would just memorize like the index card. So then I started doing, which you'll see later on, like active recall. What I mean by that is I would put the topic up and then I'd write it on a whiteboard. I feel like actually rewriting it over and over and over, being like Mesopotamia, and then writing everything I know about it, and then going back in with a different color expo marker, and fixing everything that I got wrong actually helped me remember a lot of the stuff, a lot of dates, a lot of everything. So that was one of the things that I feel like I changed. Another thing I changed was I used to have a study plan where I would wake up in the morning, I'd go to the gym, I'd take a nap, I'd go to school, and then after school I would study. That actually didn't work for me, because after I get home from school, I don't want to do anything. So that was not a smart plan. So actually, during this midterm season, what I did was start waking up early and studying. And I realized that that was better for me, because I'm a morning person, even though sometimes it takes me a little bit to get out of bed because I don't know, like I had a late night doing something. It just honestly made it so much easier for me to remember everything that I'm learning. So really make sure you listen to your body, listen to what you like. I've talked about this before, but I feel like this is the first time that I really put an effort in changing my study plan. So that was one thing that I definitely learned about this. Here is me with my whiteboard. I feel like you can honestly, if you put a sheet of paper on top of like what is it called, like a laminated tab thing, like, you know what I'm talking about. If you laminate like a piece of paper or something, you have a whiteboard, and then you can just use that. You don't have to actually buy a whiteboard. That's just an affordable way of doing it. But closing your notes, having the topic that you're supposed to talk about in front of you, and then just write everything you know from it, actually helps so much. When I was doing this, I had to turn off my show because I just could not concentrate on like both of them, because I'm trying to think from my mind, what do I know about this? So here's me literally going through it again, and with a green marker putting what I got right, what I got wrong, and then adding it in. And then eventually I did this again and again and again, to the point where I would just like that, snap, like I would just know all the information. So I felt super confident going into the exam. I actually had 2 like quizzes, I guess. One of them was like the midterm for this art history class, and then the second one was for just like a smaller quiz, and I got C's on both of them. So I'm actually really mad about that, but it's okay. You know what? We're gonna move on, and I'm gonna get A's, and I'm gonna use this. Here's the crazy part is everybody knew about this. Everyone has done this. I've seen this all over TikTok, like active recall, and I knew about it and I never tried it. This is actually worth your time, it's worth your efforts. It actually helped me remember a lot of the information that I needed and the information that he said that we were supposed to know, I guess you could say. Another thing was I had a Spanish midterm. I'm taking a Spanish class. My major is actually Spanish education because I want to be a Spanish teacher in the future. But yeah, I'm taking a Spanish class. I think next semester I'm supposed to take like 2 or 3 Spanish classes, but this one I'm just taking 1. And I didn't really study too hard for that one because I felt really confident about it. It was mainly about like accent marks and grammar stuff, and I feel like I'm pretty good when it comes to that, just because I will sit there and I will look at the word and I will say it out loud and I'll be like, does this sound like it needs accent or not? Or just based off of like words that we've used before, I'll just look over and be like, okay, this doesn't need an accent, whatever. Feel pretty confident about that test. I should at least get a B, if not an A, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated. And then I also had a government midterm, but I didn't really show it in this video because I was so concerned about my art history one, and then eventually when I was concerned about my gov one, I just didn't turn on the camera, so sorry about that. But I really just studied the wrong thing, guys. I studied the wrong thing. He told us to look over the textbook and kind of skim over our notes, but everything will be pulled from the textbook. Wrong. Everything was pulled out from our notes. So I feel like I missed a couple points, but again, I should get like a B on that, and I'll take the B. Okay, I'll take the B. I know I always want an A, but I'll take the B for this, because I know I can get my grades up on those 2 classes, like my Spanish class and my gov class. I'm not worried about. My media and finance class, I didn't have a midterm on, so I just submit work and call it a day. And then I'm taking like what they call a freshman course, and it's just like how to be a college student, and that one's a stupid class. I've already taken it before, so I just kind of do the work again and skim over it. This class though, my art history class, is the one that I study for the most. Obviously you can tell that by this video. Again, I wake up early. I wake up at 9:30 and I'm just sitting at my desk studying in silence. I think that was one of the key changes. The main changes that I did was, number 1, waking up early. Number 2, studying in silence. And number 3, was the active recall. Like, I would actually make index cards, or I would put it on the whiteboard, and that was that. Definitely let me know like what study hacks you're using, because I'm so open to like, I don't even know, just trying other things. I know people set like timers, so they're like 25 minutes for this class, 25 minutes for that class, but I feel like when I sit down and I do one class, I just want to get it done and get it out of the way. But I'm always open to like new study methods. Definitely let me know like what study methods you are using, just because like I'm interested to know about it. But I definitely think like tabbing things that I need to know and actually having key terms and stuff that I have to go over on a separate sheet of paper and like crossing it out was actually helpful. And I was super stressed, but now I feel so alleviated and ready to take on. I only have half a semester left, so I'm ready to take on the rest of the semester, and I'm trying to aim for all A's. But I'm starting to learn that academic validation should not be my number 1 priority, I guess. Like, I am not my grades, and that's something that I have to learn, and I'm trying to learn. But I'm hoping this video gave you some type of motivation to get up and study, or get up to do your work. I know it took me a lot of time to actually start studying, and when I did, I didn't stop. So definitely let me know again what study methods you are using. Also let me know like what videos you want to see from me in the future. I'm trying to do a mix of like studying videos and just like regular stationery videos, or like productivity videos, things like that, because I don't want to only do study vlogs and things like that. So as I say all of that, thank you so much for watching today's video and for sticking till the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another one of my videos, and stay tuned for next Sunday's video, because I promise you guys it will be an amazing one. And yeah, just let me know what videos you want to see next from me, and how everything is going. Just leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys. But anyways, bye guys.